So now everyone, please take out your target grammar book 2 and turn to page 51. We're going to do unit 9, page 51, unit 9. So comparison, fewer, less, and more. So that's what we're going to do today. So fewer, less, and more. Good. So today we're going to learn about more. Okay? So more, fewer, and less, these words are used to compare the quantity of two things. So for example, fewer means that you have very little. Okay? Less means that you have very little. More means that you have more. Okay? It means you have more in quantity. Okay? For example, greater in quantity. Okay? Greater. Less and fewer means it's lower. Okay? Good. So more means greater in amount. So for example, teacher, if I will draw two pictures, okay, this is one glass and the water is here, and this is another glass, okay, and the water is here, okay. So let's say this is Tom glass of water and this is Jack glass of water. So you can see Jack's glass has more water, okay, and you can see Tom's glass has less water, okay. So it is used for quantity. So for example, okay, less. Now, this is very important. Number 2, less means smaller in amount for uncountable nouns. So less water, less sugar, less rice, less money. Okay? Less for uncountable nouns. Okay? Remember this. And let's go to number 3. Fewer means smaller in amount for countable nouns. So fewer boys, fewer apples, fewer cars, fewer desks, fewer girls. On for countable nouns we use fewer. Uncountable nouns we use less. More is used for both countable and uncountable. Okay? Remember this. Okay? More is used for both countable and uncountable. Fewer is used for countable. Less is used for uncountable. Now let us go to number uncountable nouns. Okay? Good. So now we're going to do rule number 1. Good. Good. Now, uncountable nouns are things that cannot be counted on their own. Cannot be counted on their own. That's why we call them uncountable. Okay? It cannot be counted on its own. To talk about quantity with uncountable noun, we have to use either a container or a measurement. And today we're going to learn some kind of containers or measurement. For example, you can see a bag of, like for example, a bowl of rice or a bag of rice. You can see a glass of water or a bottle of water. You can see a can of Coke, or you can see a bottle of Coke, or you can see, good. So this kind of thing that you use to a container or a measurement. So number 1, you have ink. And ink, you can see a bottle of ink. Good. So you write bottle, a bottle of ink. So, okay, you can see the bottle is half full or the bottle is empty. Good, or the bottle is full. Juice. For juice, we can see a glass of juice. Okay, we can see a glass, or we can see a can, or we can see a bottle. Okay, we can see a glass of juice. We can see a can of juice. Or we can see a bottle of juice. If you go to 7-Eleven, you can see, you can buy a glass of juice. Okay, sorry, you can buy a bottle of juice, right? Or you can buy the juice in the can, right? Or you can, if you are at home, you can say, Mommy, may I have a glass of juice? Okay, good. Now chalk. Chalk comes in a box. So you can see a box of chalk. Number 3, paper. Okay, teacher Levi, may I have a piece of paper? So piece. Okay, so P-I-E-C-E, a piece of paper. Number 5, you have rice. So rice, we can say a bag of rice. Bag, or you can say, Mommy, can I have a bowl of rice? So you can say bag or you can say bowl. Okay, you can say bowl. Okay, so if you don't have a big bag of rice, you can say, you go out to have dinner. You can say, Mommy, can I have a bowl of rice? So you can have a bowl of rice, or 2 bowls of rice, or 3 bowls of rice. Cake. Can I have a piece of cake? P-I-E-C-E, a piece of cake. Now, pizza. Pizza, you can say a slice of pizza. A slice of pizza. Now we're going to go into Coke. Coke, you can say a bottle of Coke. Okay, bottle. Or you can say a can of Coke. Or you can even say, if you have it in a glass, put it in a glass of Coke. Milk. A glass of milk. Good. Okay, a glass of milk, or you can say a bottle of milk. Okay, you can see if it's in a jar, you can say a jar of milk. Or if it's in a cartoon, okay, like a box, cartoon, you can say a carton of milk. Water. How about water? You can say a bottle of water, very good. A bottle of water. Or you can say a glass of water. Or you can say a cup of water. Good. Bread. You can say a piece of bread. Piece of bread and toast. A slice of toast. S-L-I-C-E. A slice of toast. Okay? Now let us see the answers. Okay, answers. Good. Okay? So we have bottle. Okay? Okay, they have can. Good. Can. You can see a can of juice. You can see a glass of juice. Box of chalk. Good. A piece of paper. A bag of rice. Or you can see also a bowl of rice is also good. A piece of chalk. A piece of cake, sorry. A piece of cake. A slice of pizza. You can say Coke. Okay, a bottle of Coke. Or you can say a can of Coke. Because sometimes they sell the Coke in a can. Okay? A glass of milk, or you can say a bottle of milk, because sometimes they sell the milk in a bottle. A bottle of water, or you can say a glass of water, a piece of bread, and a slice of toast. Okay? So some of them you can use more than one based on the container it comes with. Okay? So if you put the water in a bottle, a bottle of water. If you put the water in a cup of water. If you put the water in a cup of water. Good. Okay? Good. Now, if the water comes in for example, Coke, you can have the Coke in a bottle. You can have the Coke in a can or in a glass. Okay? Now let us go to page 52. Page 52. Turn to page 52. Now, page 52. Circle the uncountable nouns. Okay, so bottle. Is bottle countable? Yes. One bottle. Can I have one bottle of water? Can I have 2 bottles? So you can count bottles. So no. Lemons. Lemon is countable. Good. Water. So water is uncountable. Woman. One woman, right? It's countable. Cheese. Cheese is uncountable. Good. Bread. Can I have 1 slice of bread? Can you say, can I have 10 bread? Oh, 10 loaves of bread. So loaf bread is uncountable. Page. Page 1, page 2, page 3. Okay, so page is countable. Coke. 1 Coke, 2 Coke. You have to say 1 glass bottle of Coke. Okay, so Coke is uncountable. Coffee. Uncountable. Room. Room 2, room 3, room 4. Sugar. Sugar is uncountable. Dog. Countable. Milk. Uncountable. Girl. Countable tea. Uncountable money. Uncountable meat. Uncountable sand. Uncountable, because sand is where we can say 1 cent, 2 cent. No. Ink is a liquid. Uncountable grass. Okay, grass is uncountable. Okay, grass, because so much grass, you can say 1 grass, 2 grass, you know. Good, so these are, let's see the answers. Okay, answers, good, okay. So we have bread, sugar, money, good, meat, water, good, good, very good. Okay, so these are the answers. Now, let us go to rule number 2. Sentence with more than. So remember, much, okay, much and many, much or many. Then you have more than, and you have the most. Okay, so today we're going to use this one. So you see, many is used for countable, much is used for uncountable, but you have more than, right? You have the most, right? Good. The same way you have least. Okay, little, the least than, less than the least. Okay, and for countable. Okay, so that will be the little, less than, and you have the least. Okay, to close the least. So this is gonna be for uncountable. Okay. Uncountable nouns. Okay, so this is gonna be for little, for this is for both countable and uncountable, and you have few. This is for countable nouns. Okay, so you have few. Okay, fewer than Okay, so remember this. So this is used for countable. We use for smaller in amount, fewer than. For uncountable nouns, we use little or less than. Okay, or the least, or much and more than is used for both countable and uncountable. Now let us go down to rule number 2. Go to rule number 2. Okay. So rule number 2. So now we have rule number 2. Okay, so remember, A means the subject. Okay, let's put subject. Okay, the subject. Okay, so subject. So when you see subject, you remember it's like I. Okay, so I, we, they, you, name plus 2, plural noun, singular noun. So I have, we have, you have. Okay, she, he, it. Okay, good. So name has, name plus 2 have, she has, he has, it has. Okay, so subject. A means, let's say, subject. Okay, good. So then use has or have. More than. Okay, and there you have both countable and uncountable nouns than. So let's see, I have more money than Tom. Or you can say, we have more books than other. Or they have more water than the boys. Okay, or you can say, she has more apples than her brother. Okay, good. So more than. So now you're gonna go back. Good. So okay, so now Betty has 4 apples. She has 4. Tom has 6 apples. So who has more? Tom. Okay. So Tom has more apples. So more. 6, 4. Okay? Good. They have more books than. Remember? More books than. More something than. Okay, so the countable words have, the countable or uncountable have to be between the more and the than. Okay? More books than. More water than. More milk than. More coffee than. More sand than. More page than. More lemons than. Okay? Good. Now, this is very important. Okay? Good. Countable has S. Okay? Uncountable, no S. More milk than. More sugar than. More books. More girls. More apples. Okay? Good. Now let us see the answers before we go down. Okay, so here is the answer. More and than. Good. Now let us go to part rule number 3. Rule number 3. Good. Now, this is very important. Sentence with fewer and less. Remember, fewer is used for countable nouns. And remember, when you deal with countable nouns, you must have your S, your IES, or your ES. Okay? So, subject, let's see, Tom has fewer apples than Jack. Okay, let's see, Tom has 4, Jack has 10. So who has fewer? Tom. So Tom has fewer apples than Jack. Okay? Okay, let's say peach. Let's say they have peach. P-E-A-C-H. So Tom has 4 peaches. Jack has 10 peaches. So we're going to say Tom has fewer peach. P-E-A-C-H-E-S peaches than Jack. Okay? Okay, for IES, words end with Y. For example, cherry. So, Jack has 4 cherries. Okay, Tom has 4 cherries. Jack has 10. So you can say Jack has fewer cherries, IES, than Jack. Okay, so Tom has fewer cherries than Jack because he has fewer, smaller in amount. Now, let's go for less. Less is used for countable nouns. For example, water, milk, meat, bread, money, good, tea. Okay, so let's say water. Okay, you can say Jack. Okay, there is no amount. Okay, Jack. Okay, so let's say Jack has less water than Anna. Okay. Okay, so Jack has less water than Anna, or Jack has less money than Anna, or Tom has less tea than Anna. Now, let us do number 1. I have 6 pens. Sean has 7. So who has less? I. So I have, so pens. Can you count pens? 1 pen, 2 pen, 3 pen. Countable. So we use fewer or less. Countable, fewer. Good. Number 2, some have 5 cans of Coke. You see cans, but you cannot 5 cans of Coke. Can you see I have 1 Coke, 2 Coke? No, you can say 5 cans of Coke, 5 bottles of Coke. Okay, just like money. You cannot say I have 1 money, 2 money. You can say I have $5. I have $6. Okay? And has 9 cans of Coke. So who has more? Sam has less. Okay? Less Coke than Amy. Okay, because you cannot say one Coke, you can say one can of Coke. One bottle, you can use a container. Okay, good. Now let's see the answer. Good answers. Good. So we have fewer and less. Very good. Now, this one, I'm going to give everyone 1 point for our target grammar. Okay, good. Now, so we did our target grammar page 51 and 52. Thank you.